Today I am proud. I'm very proud, actually. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. I'm not going to go into a whole rant of what this is. I'm just going to show you what is already now. I've talked about Saga for years. This is basically the last iteration of what has formed over many years. I created a new website, or a new system, a PhyGital system. And this is something that I'm going to talk a lot about in the coming, I don't know how long. But this is basically what people are met with. A little piece of what Saga is and what they can expect on the inside. This is also the role access system that we have used now for years, but is now integrated into different things. So they come to the threshold. They type in their email. You type in your email, whatever. If you're finding this portal just by finding it on the web, you leave that and voila, you get an email from the Legacy Forge saying your gateway to the Legacy Forge. And then you get a time-sensitive link and also the failback if people are not able to click the link. All those things with the token and encryptions and all the sexiness. So this is a magic link. You are brought back to the portal. Now, what's interesting here, for those people who are tech savvy, is that the URL didn't change. No, you are on an encrypted system right now. That is insane. And it's so simple that it's kind of, it's too good almost. People are like, okay. And then they start to experience it. So this is the version 1. This was the MVP, what they saw when they came into the system. Click on the pass or try to get access beyond what you have, and it says no pass found. One could opt in for the arc, the first arc, the saga, which is the beginner, the foundation, the FML1, Essence Anvil. It's a whole thing. And this is a fucking ridiculous, yeah, it's an experience. But sometimes people find codes, and that's where I'm getting all kinds of excited. So let's say that you found a code. Let's say that it is like Renmonty 2026, for whatever that means. And then I write Keeper of Keys, and I click the claim pass key, and voila! Seriously, look at that. Look at that. It's just like, you have no idea how long it has taken me to create this. I'm looking at it, I was like, it's a cathartic, it's a release feeling that I can't explain. I did a jig, I did a dance when it happened. Basically, this pass, as you can see, you can save it to the Google Wallet. And when you do that, you have an NFC tap device that works on different locks and scanners. Because when you have this, you have the QR code. That QR code is quite special because that holds all the information of what your pass includes. And if you got a key from the wild somewhere on an adventure, or just met me in person, or some of the other Legacy Forgers, or went to the cairn on the mountain, or heard the horn, whatever it might be. Maybe you heard something in the middle of a lyric in a song that was like, wait a minute. You know, it's a little bit more adventure into life. And then on the bottom here, you see it says Death's Waiting Room. Your access, Death's Waiting Room. It looks so good, I'm almost going to cry. And then you have the inner circle. These are things that are encoded or inscribed into the pass. That's not all, folks. Of course it's not. I always go above and beyond. So I've had to have a Raven system. This is where you get different things from the core, like an envelope with the wax seal. And if you don't have a physical address so that I can send that wax seal to your house with a Raven or two, I need to send a digital message, right? So here, the user has found a thing on their pass. You have been called, and they have to break the seal. This is going to be so epic when I get the whole thing going. But they break the seal, and that scroll will burn after reading, which is also kind of cool because you're left with the ashes of the missives. And then it says just what it is. You know, you see the information, you get the instructions and the directions and all that stuff, and all the things are taken care of digitally. And this is what gets me the most excited, because this fucking thing is a wolf in lamb clothing, what we like to call it. It's like a hidden in plain fucking sight. And most people are not able to see what this is. And then when they stumble into it, they have no idea what they're part of, but they do have access to different things based on their FML or awareness level. So when you come in, you're in a mystery that is expanding and taking place digitally and physically based on what you do, what you need, where you're going, where you came from, and what you are. It goes so well beyond everything that I could go into on this video because it is an experience and it's layered. It's layered depending on what depth you want to go into. Like all of these have some sort of way that kind of leads back to the physical fire. And that's kind of where the magic really begins. Because when you visit Ceremony Mountain and when you find these inscribed QR codes on different objects and things in restaurants and cafes and coffee shops and smoke joints and libraries and just fucking public transport and political whatever all over. I've been planting these fucking seeds for so long. You have no idea. There's a mystery waiting. It's kind of like those apps that wants to get people out and about to explore the world. This goes a little bit beyond that. It is a proof of network. It is a proof of tribe. It is a key with an access system. It is so much. And it fucking fits on your phone. That's the most cool thing. I can go into my wallet right now, and in my wallet I see a freaking key that takes me into the system that is connected to the Google Wallet, to the blockchain, you know, to Discord, our server that we communicate through, and all the different branches that is connected to all of this. It's fucking intense, but it's good news. I wanted to share that because it's working. That's the thing. When I had spent almost 20 fucking years, I want to really just make this clear. This is a culmination of so much, and then see it working. I'm like, Orpheus, you just outdid yourself. Orpheus is something that I'm going to talk about within this, because this is also a very big political thing, or it's a social experiment, or it's whatever you want to call it. But we're going to talk about how to practically use AI within different branches of this. And Orpheus is that local type Jarvis situation. A lot of people have been doing this because all of a sudden people realize that you can do whatever the fuck you want today. There are no limits anymore. You just need the structure, the system, the thing that is so simple that it just fits into your everyday life, which is what I like. I struggle following the simplest of tasks, like showering and eating and stuff. But if I have something that just takes care of the things in my life that I don't really have to do, the admin, the organization, just keeping tabs of things and making sure that things run smoothly, I can think of bigger things. Like, what happens if I dip the chocolate or the strawberry into chocolate, put it in the fridge, and then start to mix it with things? Actual experiences, sensory experiences, being a human. I can focus on being a human because I have a god slave called Orpheus that is going to make that so much easier, that everyone can do. This system is just the first step of a massive experience that is going to unfold from this point out. 2026 is going to be epic beyond belief. And I'm just trying to stay calm in the whole thing. I hope you are as well. I hope that you are using the technology that is currently leveling the playing field, and that you are educating yourself on this, because it's going to be a very big part of your life, as it is already. If you find this information interesting, go to the legacyforge.net, and I'll see you. Share, subscribe, comment, all those things. And let's just fucking play. Soon to be 20th of March. Goddamn.